I imagine how many English fans dream of the semi-final of England-Argentina. It was 40 years ago, but it's not forgotten by any of the generations. But for that to happen, you have to win today. Well, never mind Argentina. To win today, well, it's a platitude, but it's not going to be easy. First of all, because you have to have incredible physical endurance. You have to have stamina. Many observers and experts seem to forget that Norway played one game less than everybody else. In a third game in a group stage against France, they just took a rest. All the substitutes played. They lost 4-1, but everybody has forgotten it. Now it doesn't matter. They preserved their energy for Brazil, and in fact the gamble was right, and now they're fresher than England. England played a fantastically difficult game on Azteca in Mexico. They almost half of a game played in 10. They played on 2,200 meters above the sea level, and really they spend a lot of physical and emotional energy. If emotional energy you can recover quickly, physical is a little bit different. We're going to be playing in Miami with 80% humidity. So obviously the intensive English football, which we see in the Premier League, is going to be impossible for all the 90 plus minutes. You'll have to dose it, you'll have to calibrate it, you'll have to have moments of intensity and moments of relaxation, let's put it that way, just keeping the ball and letting breath come back. Does England have players like that? Not exactly. None of the midfielders, Rice or Anderson, were capable of being the metronomes. England doesn't have a player like this. They don't have an Odegaard, let's put it that way, who does it in Norway's team. One important factor, England has 4 yellow cards, and all of them are important players. They're talking about Jude Bellingham, about Declan Rice, about Morgoye, about Nico O'Reilly. On the other hand, of course, somewhere inside them, there will be that feeling that they want to play the semi-final. And, well, it will not hinder them, of course, but they'll try not to fall. They'll try not to go in too hard. That's a factor. It's a small factor, but it's a factor. Norway has 6 players from clubs in the Premier League. At least 5 of them are going to play. So they know what is English intensity. And they know the characteristic of English players. So it's going to be, the game is quite unpredictable. England has one problem. It has a problem of a right defender, right back. Reece James has recovered. He trained the last days. And Thomas Tuchel said that he is ready. But is he going to start with him? I'm not that sure because he didn't play three games. The British press talks a lot about Konsa, but Konsa is a central defender, and he's not that great, really, in defense. And if he's going to play right back, he doesn't have, in my understanding, he doesn't have the speed and quick thinking to play in that role against a strong left side of the Norwegians. I say that anything can happen in that Miami Heat. Of course, England is favored. Of course, England showed against Mexico, it showed character, it showed force, it showed cohesion, it showed that it's a team. And all of us wanted to see England as a team. Norway played Brazil, and it turned out to be easier than anyone thought, because now Carlo Ancelotti is criticized that he played Martinelli in the midfield. He should have played differently. He should have played more defensively. He should have played Danilo in the midfield. I also said before the game that he has to put a more proletarian midfield against Norway, at least at the beginning. Then you can see. But what Brazil did, it conceded the second half to Norway. Even Norway's coach, Ståle Solbakken, he said himself he didn't expect Brazil not to control the ball and give away the ball to Norwegians. Brazil kept the ball 34%. I think it's the lowest percent in all the World Cup history of Brazil. It will be different with England. England has different kind of players. And look, I absolutely consciously omit Haaland and Harry Kane, because if I did talk about them, we would never end. But both of them are key players for their team. In this game, I agree with very many coaches, ex-players, experts. The team plays the way your center forward plays. So that is going to be a key factor. And a key factor you don't discuss in 1 minute. See you after the game.